Hi, Deconverted Man here. Matthew 419 recently posted a comment on one of my videos asking, well, how do you know reason is reasonable? I mean, that's circular reasoning. La da 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 da. See, the idea being that without God, you can't have reason, because if you have God, then reason can be argued to be a thing because there's God, I guess. I'm not really sure what the argument is, but I have an interesting challenge for Matthew 419 because by saying what he said, he committed two logical fallacies in a row without even realizing it probably. I have a very simple challenge for Matthew 419. I would like him to create a logically coherent argument for anything, anything at all. Insert blank. You can argue for reality if you wanted to. That's a conclusion that we would agree on. Reality is real. We would agree on that. But I want you to form a logically coherent argument. Now, you might say, well, why would I rise to that challenge? That's simple. Okay, then just do it. It should be really easy. It has to be something that you've come up with, though, Matthew 419. You can't just Google search it and pick an argument and use it as if it's your own. You've got to come up with something original. Now, I don't think that you can do it. The reason why is because I don't think you know a darn thing about informal logic. I just want to give you a quick quiz, though. Maybe I'm wrong. So if you want to go ahead and post in my comments on this particular video and answer these questions. Now, I'm going to go with the honor system here. You're not allowed to use search engines to find the answers or flip up a book for the answers. You need to just know them off the top of your head. Just three questions. Here we go. What's the disjunctive syllogism? Name the different types of dialogue and tell me the difference between a formal and an informal fallacy. So, Matt, I know you got those questions wrong. I know that your answer is I don't know for all of those questions. If we did a live chat, which I can't do, I don't have the technology to do that, I would have preferred to have done it there because we would have had you go and not know the answers. But I'm just saying, look, Matthew 419, my point is you don't know what informal logic is. You don't understand it. You don't know what it's about. You know some of the fallacies, maybe. Maybe you could list 10 off the top of your head. But you don't understand the system itself, so your debates are one of ignorance. You're not doing as well as you could do if you knew and understood the system. The reason for my challenge for you to produce a logically coherent argument for anything is because I want you to really learn something. I actually care that you learn about informal logic. I want you to work and figure out how to make a coherent argument that I can't just rip apart in shreds within minutes. That's what I want, okay? I want you to make the best sort of argument you can make. Believe it or not, Matthew 419, I care about logic. I care about what is true. Unlike certain people who shall remain nameless, I do not have a position that I am unwilling to question. I am willing to challenge whatever I hold most dear. Are you? If not, then you truly are closed-minded, and there's no help for you. But if you are really willing to challenge the thing that you hold most dear, then I would say learning about informal logic will only enhance your ability to make a logically coherent argument for that thing rather than diminish it. It's not like it's going to turn you into a skeptic or anything. Even though that's kind of what helped me become a skeptic, that doesn't mean that's going to make you become a skeptic. Although I also did research into the actual history of Christianity as well. Which, if you did that, hey, that would be great too, because you would have more ammo to use against me potentially. Maybe you will find something that I missed in my research. So Matthew 419, rather than perform logical fallacies in my comments, just rise to my challenge. Make a logically coherent argument for anything you want, anything at all. I don't care what it is. Argue that Dr. Pepper is a real thing if you want, but it's got to have premises and a conclusion. It can have as few as one premise and a conclusion, and I will analyze it. Whatever that argument is, I'll analyze it, but it has to be original, Matthew. That's the only rule. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to challenge Matthew. I don't think he's going to respond because he doesn't understand logic, and I think that he can't respond. So unless and until he does respond with a logically coherent argument for anything, we get to dismiss all his claims.